Good evening, and welcome to this edition of The List on UWW-TV. I'm Alex Monti alongside Nazir Spencer. For the next few minutes, we'll present our top 5 sports stories of the week and discuss why they made the top 5. Did your top 5 make our list? Let's find out. At number 5, 4 teams are now left in the MLB playoffs. For the American League, the Rangers lead the series against the Astros, and the Phillies go head-to-head with the Diamondbacks to determine the National League champion. Nazir, which 2 teams do you think will come out on top and face each other in the World Series?
Well, I'll start on the Phillies and Diamondbacks side. I got the Phillies because as a Brewers fan, I don't want a team in the World Series that beat us in the playoffs, especially a wild card. But I got Phillies winning that in 6. I'll be generous and give the Diamondbacks 6 because playing in Philly is literally impossible in any sport almost. So, I mean, I'll stick with Philly on that side. But on the Rangers and Astros side, that's an interesting topic to get into because Max Scherzer will start Game 3 after missing the last 5 weeks, which is an amazing pickup for them. And Yordan Alvarez on the other side on the Astros has 6 home runs in the postseason. Main point generator for Astros, which is, hey, it can go either way tonight, but you know the Rangers are up 2-0 right now. I got Rangers and the Phillies in the World Series, and I think the Phillies will take it all.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that being the Rangers-Phillies World Series. I mean, you look throughout the entire postseason so far, it's been a lot of sweeps, and so far these series have begun. A little sick part of me kind of wants the Diamondbacks, but we'll see. At number 4, after a huge loss to the 49ers last week, the Cowboys redeemed themselves by beating the Chargers 20-17, allowing them to enter the bye week with the record of 4-2. Nazir, what do you think of these 2 teams will look like moving forward?
Well, as a Chargers fan, as you know, it's like being a Bears fan. They can't win in close games. We lost by 3 again. Dak Prescott played out of his mind, outplayed Herbert, surprisingly. It was 21 of 30 on passes for 1 touchdown and had a rushing score, which Derwin James should have caught, but he gave up. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb he produced 7 catches and 117 yards, and there was a little bit of questionable comments before this week started because CeeDee Lamb has not been looked at as a wide receiver 1, and he played out of his mind and torched our Asante Samuel mainly, and Michael Davis as well. Michael Parsons is amazing as well. 1 sack, 2 tackles, and 3 QB hits. Herbert tallied about 226 passing yards and 2 touchdowns and 1 interception at the end of the game. But it was really hard to root for Herbert that game. He missed Keenan Allen wide open 3 times. We were in the red zone 3 times, and only came up with 3 points, which is a coaching issue in my opinion. But you know, going into the next week, we play the Chiefs, and hopefully we can get that done. You know, with all the Taylor Swift drama going on with Travis Kelce, it's going to be a hard one to win.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, after the bye week, it was just going to be tough. I mean, they still got to face the Chiefs twice, the Cowboys, which they just lost, the Bills, the Ravens, the Lions. It's just going to be a really tough set of games that they'll have going forward. It's going to be an uphill battle for them, but I feel like with the way they've been playing, it's just the same game it's ever been. I mean, as is, will be forevermore. At number 3, the NFL takes an unexpected turn as the Eagles and 49ers lose to their opponents over the weekend, ending their undefeated streaks. Nazir, are you shocked with the outcomes, or was it bound to happen?
I think it was bound to happen. You know, the 49ers are a great team, but when you lose 2 of your best offensive players in Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey, it gets a little tough to score on offense with just George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk and whatever backup running back they had that day. But, you know, the score was 17-19. I think it was pretty impressive that Brock Purdy still let them down the field for a game-winning drive. It was just the missed field goals that really killed them that game. But, you know, the score is 17-19. I expect them to be back on track next week. But the Eagles, on the other hand, I was really disappointed to watch that game. Jalen Hurts looked like a JV quarterback out there. He did not look okay in the pocket. The Jets had some amazing defensive calls on him. They contained them really well. He couldn't run very much. And he couldn't throw very well either because, you know, Sauce Gardner and the boys back there, they did a really good job at, you know, containing A.J. Brown and the rest of the boys. But, you know, I think the Eagles will be fine as well. They picked up Julio Jones today, which is an amazing pickup. Julio Jones has a historic run against the Eagles for some reason. He just plays out of his mind, but now he's playing for that team. And, you know, they'll be fine. Both teams will be fine. 49ers and Eagles will be fine.
Yeah, I feel like between the 2, the Niners are probably in the better situation. I mean, they could have won that game. It was a 41-yard field goal. They really should have made it. They missed it. But with the Eagles, it was kind of a trajectory thing. It just seemed like each win was a little weaker than the last. We've got more coming up on the list, including first looks at Damian Lillard and Giannis and the UW Whitewater football team. We'll be right back.
For Hawk Talk, especially on days I'm hosting, you really need to be up early looking at those news stories, even the night before. I'm finding topics that I can incorporate in the show, and I feel like we get a conversation going.
Once you get the opportunity to do that with other people who appreciate it the same level as you do, it makes it that much more enjoyable.
For everything sports, tune in Monday through Thursday at 91.7 The Edge or watch us on UWW TV. Here at UW Whitewater Intramural Sports, we have a motto: a sport for everyone and everyone in a sport.
Stepped it anyways. Oh, she got that. They're going to count it.
Had a blast. Always have fun at intramurals.
Every day we strive to go above and beyond that goal by providing healthy exercise, promoting leisure education, and giving students that competitive atmosphere they are looking for.
Yes! Yes!
It's exciting. Brings me back to those high school days with Friday Night Lights.
With our 25 different intramural sports offered, we guarantee that we have a sport for you. Go to our website and find your sport today.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess.
An incredible finish by Hall. The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
As an Army ROTC cadet at Whitewater, you have the opportunity to develop into a great leader while learning and applying the Army values to your everyday life. Within ROTC, you have the chance to travel overseas in the CULP program to train with other militaries, attend many elite Army schools such as Airborne and Combat Diver, and you have the opportunity to attend conferences and guest lectures by some of the Army's top-ranking officers. Our Warhawk cadets participate in many extracurricular activities, Division III sports, Greek life, intramural sports, among many other team building and community service events. Being a cadet at Whitewater is more than just being part of the Army. It's also about being active members in our community and coming together to form a family atmosphere. Anyone who wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves while developing themselves professionally should consider UW Whitewater ROTC. To sign up for UW Whitewater ROTC, go to the 4th floor of McCutcheon Hall to room 417.
Welcome back to the list on UWW TV. Let's continue the countdown to this week's top sports stories. At number 2, Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo take the court together for the first time in a preseason game on Sunday against the Lakers. After dominating the court, the Bucks came out with a win of 108-97. Nazir, how impressed are you with the pair?
Obviously, I'm really impressed. It's 2 top 75 players of all time. You got Damian Lillard with 14 points, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 2 rebounds. Giannis got 16 points in 15 minutes. This is going to be a common occurrence. Those are guys that can average 30 points a game if they want to. And, Giannis can be a triple-double machine if he wants to. Dame can score from anywhere on the court. He's not Steph Curry. He's not a Steph Curry, but he's Damian Lillard. It's still up to par. He's the second best point guard in the league, in my opinion. And, I think this is going to be a really good season. I'm a little worried with some matchups. Obviously, the Celtics just picked up Drew Holiday. We got the 76ers who, play us really well all the time. But, with James Harden getting a little rocky with them, I'm not really too worried about, Dame should have a good game against them every game they play. But, yeah, those 2 teams I'm a little worried about. The Cavaliers are one team that, we should look a little bit into as well. They're young, they're strong, they're fast. Evan Mobley can guard Giannis if he wants to. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the East. But so far I'm really impressed. I can't wait till the season starts in a few weeks.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be an exciting season. A lot of pieces were moved throughout the league, and obviously it's going to be interesting seeing Giannis and Dame. Dame finally getting that team that everybody's been hoping. It's like he needs to have a chance. Like, just give him an opportunity to get to the finals, give him a playoff caliber team, and now we'll finally be able to see what can happen with Freak Time, as their little nickname has been so far. And now it's time to reveal our #1 sports story of the week. The UW Whitewater football team took down 4th-ranked UW River Falls this past Saturday. Whitewater dominated in the first half. River Falls tried to make some offensive plays in the second half, but Whitewater's defense was too much for them, resulting in a final score of 21-14. Nazir, did Whitewater improve from the last game against La Crosse?
I think they played even better this game, defensively at least. Obviously, this is going into this game. River Falls is #4. We were #5 or 6, I believe. And River Falls and Whitewater and Oshkosh are all 5-1 right now, and 2-1 in the WIAC. I mean, La Crosse is 3-0 right now, but they, in my opinion, they haven't played the real teams besides us. They still have to play River Falls. They still have to play Oshkosh. And they barely won against UW Stout, who we play this Saturday. So I mean, this is a really good conference that we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the best colleges in football in Whitewater, and we really went up to River Falls and showed them who we are and how we play this game. Alex Ogden had 15 for 22 for 180 yards and passing touchdown, which is okay for his standards, but I believe he'll play even better this Saturday. Tamir Thomas was UW Whitewater's leading back with 68 yards and a touchdown. He's back in motion after that La Crosse game. Antonetti posted 7 tackles and had the interception. He's my defensive player of the year on that team so far this year, and Matt Berber registered 4 tackles and a sack for a loss of 16 yards. Whitewater's defense forced 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions, and 1 fumble in that game against River Falls, and I think it's an amazing game. I think they're going to do really good this Saturday, but they need to do the same thing they did on defense this week, because UW Stout has a really good and fast offense coming in the Whitewater.
Yeah, no, I mean, even going into the River Falls game, a lot of people are kind of skeptical after the La Crosse game. I mean, the defense seemed like the biggest issue. They were just having such a tough time really stopping the La Crosse offense, and it seemed River Falls was going to be an even higher octane offense and higher scoring, but it ended up being the opposite, and hopefully we'll have a good outcome this Saturday against Stout. And that will do it for this edition of The List. We'll be back next week to talk up the sports headlines. For Nazir Spencer, I'm Alex Monty. See you then.